What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Winny and Kels podcast. Today we have another clip. This time we're going over the Danish deception. This is a scam artist that got a Nigerian real estate agent from America. She's actually just found out that she's an alum of The Bachelorette. So if that tells you anything, that gives you any clue into the mind frame that she's in. Let's get into this video, summarizing it real quick.
Let's do it.
A Bachelor alum says her husband scammed her family out of nearly $300,000, and she didn't realize it until after the wedding. That's the real plot twist behind Anika's viral Danish deception, a story that went from fairy tale romance to straight-up financial horror. Martin wasn't just a charming 6'3" blonde real estate mogul with royal ties. He was a walking debt machine wrapped in designer confidence. Once she brought him home, the story shifted. Suddenly, his accounts were frozen. IRS was holding funds. A business deal overseas was delayed. All he needed was something small, $6,000, then another loan, then another. And because she thought he was her future husband, she trusted him. Turns out he wasn't just borrowing from her. He hit her parents, her best friend's husband, even her little sister. One man managed to drain an entire circle of people, all while pretending he was about to buy a multi-million-dollar property.
Wow, man, it's a lot to digest right there, man. Listen, for you to get scammed for that long, it sounds like it's been going on for a couple of years before they got married. It's kind of like you can't see the red flags in that. But at the same time, when he first got introduced to her, the love bombing, man, he's taking on grandiose trips. And it's easy for you to get deceived when you feel like you see the money in play, if that makes sense. So by her thinking that she's seeing the money, she's saying, hey, it's a good investment. He loves me. He's taking me anywhere I want to go. He's buying me anything I want to get. And then bank accounts go frozen. And then that's when the deception begins, man.
I absolutely agree. Yes, this is so much to unpack with this one. I think the responses from this video have ranged from she wanted this white knight to come and grab her up to you could tell that she was goofy with no survival tactics built into her psyche, just from the hair, the braids behind the ear. I'm seeing a lot of things from other Black women about she just seems like the type that would get duped by not even just this guy, but more specifically a white guy in general. And I think there's a bit of truth to that, but I think it comes down more or less to what's going through your mind when somebody asks you for $6,000. That's not usually, people ask you for $20 or $5 or change. People don't usually ask for $6,000, $20,000, $10,000 in succession at that. And then to marry him after seeing all these signs is even more ridiculous. Like, that's past being dumb. That's fool me once type of thing. That's like you're doing it to yourself at this point. You get married to a dude who obviously is having financial issues, or from what he says, financial issues. He played the game up front, the love bombing, the going on trips and doing it up. But at what point does your survival instincts kick in and you go, wait, hold on. This dude asked me for $6,000, then he asked me for $8,000. Now he's having gambling problems. Now he's talking about the deal fell through. Just these elaborate stories to weasel out nearly what they said, almost $300,000 from not only her, but the family. If you're not gonna be smart enough for yourself, at least be smart enough to keep your family out of that mess.
I'm sorry. Listen, I can't even put that on her at that point. Listen, she has a father. She has a mother. These people have been around the block more than she has. So it hasn't been, that's just their ignorance to allow it to happen. But then it's the white knight syndrome. You know what I mean? Oh my God, he's everything I have dreamed of, this and third. And a lot of people don't want that dream to deflate by living in reality. And the reality of it is that he's a scammer. Had he been any other shade or any other color, he would have probably, like you said, and got over on him again. But just the fact that he got over on the whole family. Don't forget, he said his assets was frozen by the IRS.
Do you think if me or you, Black man, and well, actually, let me touch on where you said that it's not even her fault. It is her fault. I think she's the root cause of the issue. I think that her delusion was
Not saying that it's not her fault. I'm just saying, like, it comes down to him scamming the rest of the family. They should know better as well. Like I said, she got multiple
absolutely.
problems.
But at the same time, she is vouching for this guy. So she's just as much at fault as he is. Because if I know you and I trust you, right? And you bring somebody in, this is my girl, yada, she's a good woman, she's doing this, she got these businesses going on, and something fell through, you think you could help us out with, because I'm sure she was the one that proctored this. How else would he get their contact information and be in communication with these people if not through her, right?
Absolutely.
So I feel like she played a significant part in all of this going down, and these people getting duped out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's insane.
So you feel like she persuaded and helped them push the button on giving him more funds?
Absolutely. I think that even if she didn't, I think that putting her trust in him, even after all these warning signs, was almost like a red herring to her parents and her sister and all of these people that gave her money. And he went as far as asking her best friend's husband. We're talking about not even the first ring of the first social ring. We're talking about these people's family. We're talking about her family's family, her friend's family. So he's creating a network of people that he's fleecing off of just her word, her name alone. And they're giving it up because they trust her, not because they trust him. They don't know him from Pete on the street. That she, if anybody's the villain, I think she's the villain. It sounds weird to say, but she enabled all of this by, one, avoiding all these alerts and all these signs that this guy was not doing right by her, and two, bringing her family into it and even making him feel comfortable enough to go to her friend's family.
It's funny. Let me play devil's advocate for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What if, I'm just saying, what if the story is not exactly how it seems? What if they are partners in this whole gambit and they're running game on her whole entire family because she comes from money? Just saying.
I think that would be odd. Not if I didn't know the backstory. Yeah, that's something that popped up before I did my research. But she's pretty well off by herself, which is why I guess he felt comfortable asking for money and stuff. But she's like an accomplished real estate agent. Like we said before, she was on The Bachelor. She's been on TV. I'm sure she's got plenty of liquid money. The 290,000 or 300,000 that they fleeced, they could have gotten that together. She's legitimized in my mind. If she has a grudge like that against her family to come up with this whole elaborate thing and then to push it to the masses, to public, she needs to be locked up, because that's some psychopathic, sociopathic, what's it called when you kill your parents? Parenticide or whatever it is. That's just nut. That's past crazy if it's that type of situation.
It make a good movie.
It would make a great movie. That's on some, what was that movie where the wife pretended like he was dead to get back into the husband with Ben Affleck? You remember that movie? Girl, that's what it was.
Gone Girl. The fact that you know that movie is the fact that you watch romantic comedies.
That's not a romantic comedy. That's a freaking horror movie. That's a thriller.
Really?
There was no romance in there. Gone Girl?
No romance.
Go back and watch that. The chick, she finds her husband cheating, right? And she pretends she's dead. She cuts herself, puts blood in the kitchen. She goes out to the shed. She gets like shears out. It was a murder scene. And then she goes into hiding and watches the whole thing blow up on social media and the news and everything. There's a manhunt looking for her. She goes, changes her hair, everything. I don't want to spoil it for you, but dude, it's nuts. That movie is the woman scorn times 100, times 1,000, 1,000,000. Like, nearly ruined this man's
life.
It's
pretty interesting. I probably will check that out. Definitely.
It's definitely a good Sunday movie. But yeah, I don't think that was the case in this. I think she's just dumb. She just grew up probably privileged, super naive. Would you call it a bozo? What's that word you be using sometimes? Airhead. What is it? I forgot. I wish I could think of it. But there's a phrase that you use when somebody is a dummy, just completely airhead. It's hilarious. But I think she's just a dummy. She enabled all this to happen. I think it was just a bad look for everybody. And honestly, she deserves what she gets. So if you're that smitten by somebody of a different race or from a different country or royalty, you deserve that. It's real truth in the details.
It's a celebrity effect. It's just like you're so head over heels for the person presents to you that you miss everything that's underneath that needs to be seen and need to be out in the open right there. You just play an idiot card, man. He's a fool.
literally. But that's all we got for this topic. Put your comments down below. We want to see how you guys think. Subscribe, share this with your friends, your family, and give us some feedback. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.